me now in the studio with that announcement. Armando?
Thanks, Steve. Reed Shepard was one of the biggest stars on a young UK team that was full of freshman talent, has announced what the next step of his career will be. First of all, Shepard was a highly coveted player in his freshman season at UK, where he earned honors as the National Freshman of the Year and SEC Freshman of the Year. However, on Thursday afternoon, Shepard gave a heartfelt message to Big Blue Nation on what he describes as another part of his dream.
Big Blue Nation, I'm just a little boy from London, Kentucky with a big dream. Playing basketball at the University of Kentucky was a huge part of my dream. I'm so thankful to wear the blue and white jersey that represents my family, my friends, and the hard-working, faithful fans of the Big Blue Nation. Kentucky is home. Kentucky will always be home. However, there is another part of my dream, to play basketball in the NBA. I believe it is time to pursue that dream. Therefore, I will be entering my name into the NBA draft today.
I'll have more on Reed Shepard and his promising future in sports at 5:30. Steve?
All right, Armando, it certainly was a fun season watching him at UK, and of course we wish him well in the NBA. A disturbing case involving a Madison County child. Police say a student threatened to bring a gun to school and shoot classmates. They've since filed charges. Alyssa Williams spoke with police to learn more.
An elementary school student here in Madison County has been charged with terroristic threatening after police say they told other students on Wednesday that they were going to bring a gun to school. Police say the Glenn Marshall elementary student told others that they were planning to shoot students. The school's resource officer was made aware of the threat, and the Madison County Sheriff's Office stepped in.
Through further investigation and speaking with the student and the guardian of this student, it was informed that it was only a joke, as it was mentioned.
Deputy Michael Stotts with the Madison County Sheriff's Office says regardless of the student's intention, the charge still stands.
Of course, here lately we've had the bomb scares within our schools that's led to evacuations of schools within Madison County. However, any of these we take very seriously.
Stotts says this case will be passed on to a court-designated worker. Depending on this process, the child may spend time in a juvenile detention center.
All in all, it's a learning experience for this child to understand the severity of threats, even though it may have been only a joke. It's very severe to make these threats within a school based on our climate over the last several years.
Stotts says Glenn Marshall students and staff are not in danger following this threat. In Madison County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT.
Madison County Schools Code of Acceptable Behavior and Discipline says if a student makes a threat within the school, they are to be suspended and could also face expulsion. Thursday, New York police arrested pro-Palestinian protesters at Columbia University after entering the campus to disperse the demonstrators. The protests began on Wednesday as the university's president testified to a House committee over the school's response to anti-Semitism. Pro-Palestinian students, faculty, and others set up tents and signs. Many of the protesters camped out overnight. Officers used bullhorns Thursday to tell protesters to leave or face arrest. Columbia University's president authorized the NYPD to break up the encampment. Some postal carriers in Las Vegas took to the streets Wednesday, but they were not on their usual routes delivering mail. They took part in a demonstration in front of the U.S. courthouse. The carriers say they are tired of getting assaulted while on the job and fear for their safety. They are calling for the U.S. Postal Service to funnel more funds to its investigative arm.
We're seeing a big increase in carriers being robbed at gunpoint, which is very alarming, and obviously it's one of the top priorities we have here.
They also want stronger sentences for those convicted of an attack. The USPS says some progress has been made, saying reported robberies fell 19% from October through March.
We are coming to you live in downtown Pikeville for day one of the Hillbilly Days Festival here in Pike County, and the weather is fantastic on your Thursday as promised. And be sure to enjoy the sunshine because maybe a few showers as we go into this time tomorrow. Right now, though, we are tracking some more awesome weather across the region. As you can see, a live look across the mountains. We are tracking some more sunshine and blue sky from Buffalo Mountain pushing close to Moorhead, also at the London Corbin Airport over in the Cumberland Valley, and those temperatures are well above average. We should be close to 70. Most of us right now in the middle to lower 80s. A balmy 81 degrees in Pikeville, 83 in Jackson, and 84 over in Somerset at this hour. So we are tracking some well above average weather. Feels more like May across our region than mid-April. Up on first alert pinpoint Doppler. Thankfully, we are dry on this day one of Hillbilly Days, but notice as we zoom out, we are tracking that next weather maker producing some severe weather this afternoon over Missouri, also pushing into Illinois. Now the better chance for severe weather will stay to our west, but we are tracking some more rain chances as we go into late parts of your Thursday, also pushing into your Friday. Those lows are mild in the middle to lower 60s. Now, coming up, Steve, I'll have more on that weekend forecast that may feature a famous Steve Hensley sighting here in downtown Pikeville on Saturday. Steve, back to you.
Okay. Sounds interesting. Thank you very much. State and county officials gathered in Jackson County to celebrate funding approval for various projects in the area. Focus serves Clay, Jackson, Lee, Leslie, and Owsley counties with the goal of helping develop parts of the county. Millions of dollars was secured for dozens of projects. State Representative Tim Truitt says they are working to better the future of their communities.
Rural counties in eastern Kentucky working together to improve neighboring communities, neighboring counties. So this is a great group. We come together today to talk about some of the money that's coming back from this year's state budget.
Representative Truitt says it's important to continue advocating for the development of eastern Kentucky. We'll have more tonight at 6 on how this funding will be impactful for the region in these 5 counties Focus represents. Generations of past and present came together to hit the dance floor this morning as Hazard High School hosted its annual Senior Citizens Prom. The dance, organized by students and faculty, is not only a bright spot for the senior citizens, but everyone involved.
Just love it. The kids gets the seniors up, moving around. The seniors has a wonderful time, and it gets them up and moving and brings the kid right out of them again. Being in high school, they just love it. It means a lot seeing their happiness and everything.
So excited I could cry, really. I've never won anything. I'm just tickled to death, and thank everybody.
Organizers say it's never too late to hit the dance floor and show off your moves. Coming up on First at 4, as college acceptance letters roll in, so do thoughts of how students